Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hello, my fellow internet anarchists. My name is Maz Almighty, or you can just call me Maz, or the Jeff the Killer Kitten guy. This channel is new, but it actually isn't my first time having a YouTube channel. Actually, I have like 4 running in the background, as crazy as that sounds. I do a lot of animating, creating ARGs, and other miscellaneous things, so I felt like all of that couldn't go into one singular channel when I made my first one back in 2019. Here's a little about me, since this is my first video. My name is Maz, as I said before. I'm in high school, but I will not disclose what grade. Creeps. My pronouns are he, him, and I have never done a commentary channel, so this will definitely be interesting and a new experience for all of us. Enough about me, though. I have a topic that I'm going to be talking about, and you've already seen it in the title. The game I'm going to gibber about today is called CREEPYPASTA VERSE, and is made by Kishin Kasu. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. I love everything about creepypasta, and in seeing another creepypasta game on Roblox, besides Creepypasta Life Roleplay, which is another game I frequent, I quite literally dropped everything to play this game. While the game has really limited people playing, it has 1.2 million visits, and an 81% thumbs up vote. Simply by going to the game page on Roblox, I was immediately excited to see what the game had in store. The pictures, or like cover images, I don't know what they're actually called, great, and when I saw the Slender model, I think I audibly squealed. Whoever made these creepypasta models, kudos to you because they're seriously amazing. When you join into the game, you're met with an update board and a money system in this game. Yeah, there's a money system. The collectibles that act as money are called Fear Stars. A black star gives you 150 fear, a regular star gives you 10 or 13 fear, and an orb gives you 5 orb? Collecting these stars lets you purchase different morphs, which I'll talk about in a moment. When you leave the first room, you're met with 4 doorways with different labels. These being Horror Game, Game Pass, Normal, and Creepypasta. I'm only going to be talking about the Creepypasta door in this video, but if you want me to go any further into this game, I'd love to explore more. After running headfirst into a solid door, you're teleported to the Morphs room. The room is all black and has red accents. The marble hornet symbol is on the floor in red as well. Editing Maz here. Sorry about the audio being absolute junk. I have a fan going in the background, but 2 things that I didn't mention about this game is that 1, it doesn't support my avatar's body type, which is why I look all blocky, and 2, the camera kept trying to jerk away from like where I was trying to aim it, so if the recording looks a little bit shaky, that's why. Thank you! Here's where the stars come in. Each morph costs a certain amount of stars to morph into. The first room has morphs of Smile Dog, or Smile.jpg, Kate the Chaser, Dr. Smiley, Masky, Hoodie, which is spelled with an I-E, Sally, and the Rake. As I looked at these morphs, I immediately noticed one issue. You see, Masky and Hoodie originally are not from the Creepypasta fandom at all, instead originating from a web series on YouTube called Marble Hornets. I have nothing against putting these 2 in Creepypasta games. I actually quite enjoy having the option to play as them, but there's one problem that tends to happen when Masky and Hoodie are put in Creepypasta media. This problem is changing, and in turn, body shaming of Masky. Creepypasta fandom tends to make Masky a skinnier teenager with light brown hair and an orange jacket. I'm here to inform you that that is inaccurate to the original character and can actually be considered disrespectful to the actor of Masky, or Tim Sutton. The original Masky from Marble Hornets is just out of college with dark brown sideswept hair and a beige bomber jacket. The main thing is that he isn't deathly thin how people tend to draw him. And because half of the fandom is actually really into the skinniest of emo boys that you can see, they get a little bit upset about that. This is actually why the joke of Masky liking cheesecake happened. It's actually originally created to fat shame the actor. It's okay if you didn't know this, I don't blame you. A lot more people know about creepypasta more than Marble Hornets, and some misinformation can be spread. Just remember to do your research and stay informed. Sorry that I went on a little bit of a tangent there, but Marble Hornets is very close to my heart, and I'd probably break every bone in my body defending it. All of the morphs in the first room cost 2,000 fear, except for Smile Dog, who is completely free for some reason. Don't worry, man, I'd be free too if I were in this kind of game. In the second room, there are morphs of Tiki Toby, Jane the Killer, Jeff the Killer, Eyeless Jack, Bloody Painter, Nurse Anne, Tails.exe, for some reason missing the S, Been Drowned, and Lost Silver. All of these morphs cost 3,000 fear except for Lost Silver, who was just added in the newest update, and is 4,000. In the third room there are morphs of Knuckles.exe, Eggman.exe, Cream.exe, Judge Angel, Lulu, and Hungrel. Can I even say that on YouTube? All of these morphs cost 3,000 fear. Random comment, but I find it funny that you can just slap .exe on the end of anything and make it scary to this fandom. Do you know that .exe means executive file? Sonic.executive file doesn't sound that scary anymore, does it? There's a fourth and final room, and it only has 2 morphs. These 2 morphs are Sonic.exe and Slenderman. Both of them cost a whopping 10,000 fear. I don't know why Sonic.exe is up there with Slender. Shouldn't he be paired up with somebody like Zalgo? Though Zalgo doesn't really settle in a certain form, so I don't know. I'm actually able to show off the Jeff morph and the Masky morph, as I grinded on this game in my other account. There are also codes that will give you more fear and orbs, which I will show on the screen now. With these you can buy morphs and probably other things in the future. When you walk through one of the morphs, after buying it, you're teleported and are also now wearing said morph. When I was doing research for this video, I was typing my script, but when I went back to the game, I was being mauled by Smile Dog, so don't leave your game unattended, I suppose? You get teleported to a large open area with trees, hills, and large rocks. There's also a playground in the infamous Slender Mansion. You're greeted with a butt-ton of stars and orbs just floating around. You can't run in this game, so if you're like me and you get mauled when you aren't looking, then good luck to you, because you aren't getting away from them anytime soon. In the Slender Mansion, you immediately see a floating and sparking TV. I'm a little confused, but it looks really cool nonetheless. There are so many rooms in the mansion that I can't talk about all of them, so I'll only note what I found most interesting. There's a basement with the 8 pages from the Slenderman games scattered on a table, a summoning circle in an upstairs bedroom, and another floating TV in an upstairs bedroom with a gif of Slenderman absolutely boogieing it down playing on it. There's also a hospital-type room downstairs. There's nothing really to see on the outside of the mansion except for the fact that Slenderman needs to hire someone to clean his outer walls. On the side of the map, there's a huge tunnel that reads City, and going through it teleports you to, well, a large city. As soon as I spawned in there, I was almost immediately hit by a car. When I tell you this map is huge, I mean it's huge. There's so much work and effort being put into this game, and it's really shining through here. There was so much of the city and one small me, so I couldn't explore all of the city, but I did hop on top of the water fountain to get the floating black star, and found out that you don't die when you get hit by a car. At this point, I think I've explored all that the game has to offer, at least within the creepypasta sections. There are some weird portals in the wooded area where you spawn, but I haven't gone in them and I don't think they're relevant to this video. Feel free to prove me wrong though. In conclusion, this game has crazy potential. The morphs, amazing. The maps, humongous. The GUI, needs some tweaking, but it's much better than I could do. Kishinkazu, again probably butchering your name, I'm so sorry. You have outdone yourself, and I can willingly say that I'm looking forward to seeing this game grow. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm a little surprised, but also very flattered. Thank you for watching my first video, and until the next one, I'm going back to my crypt.